Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to do my second trimester recap. The second trimester is kind of when all of the morning sickness is meant to go away, you're meant to get more energy and you're meant to feel like a whole lot better, and that's when the kind of glowy side of pregnancy is meant to start, which for me didn't really happen. So week 13 I was still quite sick, vomiting every day, and still vomiting lots of my food back up, not being able to keep my food down. So during this time I was just trying to relax and was just trying to take it easy and slowly get back into working every single day instead of doing a bit from home and going into the office. Week 14 I felt the baby move for the first time, so I got like little fluttery kicks, and that made being so sick a lot easier. This week I also had a lot of trouble eating. I had massive loss of appetite in my second trimester. I just could not think of any food that I wanted to eat. Week 15 was quite a hard week for me. I was sleeping bad, I was really like upset and sad, and I had bad cabin fever because I was quite sick this week. So Jordan was a really good support for me during this week. He kind of kept my head above water. I also started getting really bad back acne around this time. You can't see it too well in the camera, but I've had horrible acne the whole way through. But around this kind of time I had some acne on my back. Week 16 I started getting really bad heartburn and acid reflux. So I suffered from acid reflux before I was pregnant, so I knew I'd definitely get it at some point during the pregnancy. The vomiting made it a lot worse because there's so much stomach acid involved in that, and then plus the acid reflux. I also started getting really bad pelvic pain. At some points I wouldn't be able to like sit down or stand up properly, or this is a bit different to the round ligament pains. This was like actually the pelvis moving. So week 17, on top of everything else, I was quite bloated. The baby started moving more, I started feeling it more, which was nice. And this is the week that my boobs started leaking. So before baby is born and starts breastfeeding, your breasts produce colostrum, and this is the week that started leaking out. Ever since week 17 I've had to wear breast pads, usually only to bed because of sleeping on my side. It usually causes it to leak out. So week 18 baby started moving every single day. I was feeling it. I had a little bit more energy. I started having really bad nightmares. So before I was pregnant I had lots of trouble sleeping. I had insomnia and really bad nightmares. That kind of stopped for a while for the first trimester. I started like just conking out and sleeping all the way through, but for about week 18 my nightmares started coming back. I got a lot of headaches and was feeling very faint, and I started a sour strap addiction, which lasted a fair few weeks. Week 19 I had what they call in HG a fluffy week. So a fluffy week is when your medicine is enough to keep you from vomiting, which was amazing. This was the first week that I felt okay. Besides that, I had some really bad triggers this week from an eating disorder that I previously had, so this was quite a hard week to get through. In terms of eating, so week 20 we had our scan where we got to find out the gender of the baby. It was Jordan's birthday on the day of the scan, so that was really special. He got to see the baby for his birthday. My bumps started getting bigger at this point, so this is when for the next few weeks I've had a mix of sick days and fluffy days. So instead of all just sick days. Week 21, this was quite a sore week. So bump has been getting a lot bigger since about week 18. Week 20 had lots of round ligament pain and I was very uncomfortable. I started experiencing Braxton Hicks and I was waking a lot through the night. From week 22 to week 25, I had quite a hard time mentally. I didn't record anything besides not wanting food. I have had quite a lot of trouble with mental illness before I was pregnant, and I've done mainly okay for most of the pregnancy, but at this point in the pregnancy I was feeling quite down. So week 25 I started getting hiccups and they have not gone away. They happen most of the day and it's quite annoying. Started getting really bad reflux again, and I did the glucose tolerance test, which tests for gestational diabetes. This test was horrible. You have to fast all night beforehand, get a blood test, then you have to drink a really horrible drink, which is basically straight sugar syrup. And then you get a blood test an hour later and then 2 hours later. It just tests your tolerance to the glucose and if you have the gestational diabetes. That came back fine, but it was a really horrible experience and you're not allowed to throw up, otherwise you have to start the test again. Week 26, I started getting quite bad swollen feet and ankles. So to combat that, I was trying to put up my feet a lot at work, and I stopped crossing my legs because I found that when I was crossing my legs would start to get like pins and needles and then start to get swollen. So I've had to change the way I kind of sit. Week 27, I got really bad leg cramp. When I asked my doctor about it, she thought it might be like a blocked vein or maybe a cyst, because when I went to the doctor it had been bad for a few days, so I had to go get an ultrasound for the veins in my legs, but it was all fine and it turned out to just be a cramp. So that's everything I have written down that happened during my second trimester. After my second trimester, I started getting a little bit better, and I will come back at the end of my third trimester and talk about everything that's happened. I hope you like this video and I hope it gives you a little idea of what to expect in your second trimester if you're also pregnant. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!